Right, as promised, this is my first video for the broadcast group. So I've got the laptop in front of me. I've picked up some of the questions. There's quite a lot, so I think I'll have to split this over two questions. Quite excited. I'm going to try and do this in one take because this is all I've got time for right now. Let's go. Right, so the first question is, how do I stay motivated? Okay, well, for me, that's an easy one. Primarily, I'm a competitor and I want to win. So to get up in the morning and bang my training out and talk about my training and study and try and be better every day, it's kind of what I sell. It's my product, it's my image, but it's also what I believe in. So I'm being me. So as long as you're being you, you'll always be kind of okay doing what you do. So there's nothing else that I truly want to do as much as bodybuild and coach and learn about the human anatomy and bring the body to its best condition ever. You know, it's a science, so it's fascinating. Post prep plans. Okay, we've talked about this already a few times, and this is a subject that obviously it's becoming more and more sensitive. When I started, there wasn't a lot of support post-show because, you know, it wasn't really something that was so discussed, or maybe people were so aware that post-show your hormone level is very low, and women also can suffer probably a little bit more mentally a rebound than guys. Guys can start to put on a lot of water weight due to dehydration and overcompensation of aldosterone from the water manipulation. So yes, this is something that's very dear to me. Anyone that competes with us or doesn't compete and wants some kind of support for that, then please contact me. And Emi_EJPRO on Instagram or off YouTube right now, and I will do whatever I can to help. It is a thing, and it can affect people. But fundamentally, the harder you dieted to get into condition, the harder you're more likely to rebound. So if you're naturally quite lean and you didn't struggle to get in condition, then obviously it's a lot easier. Best chest builder. I like this question. It's so subject right now, but probably the exercise that you're not doing. If you're asking me which is the best chest exercise, it means you're probably not performing the exercise you need. Now, however, I don't believe it's an exercise that you require. It's probably form and whether you're getting muscle contraction. Some people are confusing momentum force or movement to the ground force for the weight against actual contraction or muscle tension. So quite a lot of people tend to round off their shoulders and their back when they're doing big exercises. So you probably find that it's form, and it's a question of double checking that. So if you're stuck, please send me some information, some emails, a video of you training, and I can try and do my best to answer that. I'm staring over there, by the way, because my computer's over there, and that's where my list of question is. My favorite muscle group. I gotta be honest, I love them all. I love all muscle groups. Probably my favorite session is quad session. Me and a couple of the guys have a Saturday club where we really go all out and smash our quads. And the day after, we're going to try and smash our hamstrings. So it's fun because you come out of there and you do feel you deserve that bowl of oats. But actually, I'm becoming a fan of training glutes, because the importance of glutes, you know, in terms of improving your stamina in your squat technique, deadlift, also your posture, you know, for lower back pain. So it's quite an important muscle group. So I think glutes is making its way to the top. Sorry, guys. My first win. Do you know what? My first win. People that are close to me, and I hope you're watching, know that I had to struggle to get that. I was forever second for a while. But my first win came at the National in Leicester about 3 years ago. And I don't think I knew what to say, and when I was the last on stage, I had to double check it was me the last on stage, because I was thinking I'm probably going to be second again. But so there was this joke, Emi forever second. But yeah, we shake that off now. So, you know, I've got my fair share of wins, so I'm happy. But yeah, when it came, I was over the moon. Okay, what is a mesocycle or a periodization? Yeah, I think I've started going on about this, and it's because it's the designing of your training, you know, so you have within a period of time, there are different structures. So, you know, you have a periodization, which might be your volume, and in that you may have a mesocycle of a lower volume or slightly higher volume within that periodization. So it's a cycle within a cycle, which is important, by the way, because, you know, you can create a lot of variations. For example, you could have a mesocycle Monday to Wednesday, and then Thursday to Friday, you can change things around, but it's still part of the same periodization process. How do you stop a plateau? Well, guys, this is the thing. You have to have a progressive training program, and quite often I believe that things like coaching, good teammates, good gym environments, diet is key, because as your body composition changes, so does your diet should change. So you can avoid plateaus in so many ways. I mean, probably worth writing something about that in more details. Find it hard with cravings. Yes. Okay, well, that's a tricky one, because I don't suffer much from that, but then again, I've been dieting forever. I think what you have to understand is that when you're switching from a normal lifestyle into some kind of diet or something like that, cravings are there. It's because your brain was so used to having sugars and treats. But you know, it's a question also of having a balanced nutrition. So often there's a sugar level dropping. You know, your sugar level drops, you had some high glycemic carbohydrates, and your brain is going, ooh, give me something, and but actually, if you can have a diet that stabilizes the sugar level, then yeah, you're going to be a lot better. So again, I can provide more help on that. Are BCAAs better than creatine? Nope, they are different. BCAAs is branch chain aminos, the leucine, the valine, and the main one really is the leucine, which is to stop the body going catabolic. But are they essential? Probably, I would say creatine is more important, because it generates energy and water flow into the muscle by your ATP. So in terms of power production, is probably a little bit more important. And also creatine is also a good cognitive supplement for the brain. So, but BCAAs definitely have their place. If you're dieting, they are very, very good to stop you kind of fading away in the middle of the session, or sometimes good between meals, but not to overdo, because they can spike your protein. If you're vegan, can you build muscle? Yes, anyone can build muscle, but of course you need the diet supplementation, because, you know, without being vegan, you will be lacking things like creatine. Leucine content will be a little bit lower. But you know, there are lots of good proteins out there, plant protein, whey proteins, that will definitely help. So yes, it is possible, maybe a little harder, but nothing is impossible. Why do I sleep so little? Yes, because I am busy. Yeah, really the days are flat out, guys. I try to get my prep done. That takes so many hours. Try to be online, try to be responsive. So the day disappears, but I need to probably be a bit more organized. Losing air around the belly. Actually, we wrote an article about that. You can't spot reduced fat, okay? So although there are some studies trying to push this concept and to say that if you have just trained your abs and then jump on a bike, you're more likely to oxidize the fat around the ab area. That is not proven. However, there are people trying to see whether we can do it, or whether we can use some form of timing around that. However, you know, you will lose fat from the body by generally being in a calorie deficit, and the fat will just disappear overall. Now, building muscle in certain area will give you a better tone, so it looks like you're losing fat in that area faster. How do I boost low testosterone naturally? Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. That's my last question because it's about 10 minutes now, and then I'll do another video later. Okay, low testosterone naturally. Okay, guys, that again is something lack of sleep, lack of nutrition, probably low intensity on your training. Most of the time, it's diet, minerals, basically drinking, kind of not looking after yourself. So I would say if you can improve your zinc, if you can have a good quality protein, if you can have a good training program, followed by good recovery, your testosterone level should rise. Now, if you naturally have a problem with that, then obviously I recommend getting some blood tests and consulting a doctor and having a look at that in a more professional way. Right, give me some feedback. I will be grateful. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.